Hello there, I hope you enjoyed my demo. And now to the explanation.
Hi and welcome to Aperture Labs. Today we're going to discuss a top secret project, our car project. Our project consists of two parts, the car and the controller. Our projects are based on Arduinos. The car uses an Arduino Mega and the controller uses an Arduino Pro Mini. We are using FreeRTOS and most of its functionalities like PWM pins, digital pins and analog reading, also SPI interfaces. The car mainly consists of a Arduino Mega, a rain sensor, a fuel sensor, an ultrasonic sensor, a wireless transceiver, an H-bridge, motors, and a servo. The controller is a PS2 controller that we have modified to be wireless. And for wireless communication we are using XBs. XBs are transceiver radios based on the ZigBee platform. They are like Bluetooth, but they are much reliable and has a longer range. They are based on 2.4 GHz frequency, the same as Wi-Fi. For access control, we are using an RFID module. So, what is RFID, you ask? RFID, or radio frequency identification, are two chips connected on antennas, the main one in the card or the tag. And when they touch each other, magic happens. We are using 13.56 MHz tags, and they are basically everywhere. Credit cards, your phones, even your GUC ID. Wonder why your GUC ID doesn't work with the RFID contact module? That's because the GUC ID runs on 125 kHz frequency, unlike the 13.56 MHz cards that we are using in our project. Let's talk about the LCD. The LCD we are using is actually driven from a Nokia phone, as written before. You know, the old ones that you used to play soccer with. So what happens in our beautiful controller? So we take the input from an SPI bus, that's the interface of the PS2 controller luckily, and we are reading it via an Arduino Pro Mini, converting the stick values and the button through a library, outputting that to the XB for communication to the other Arduino and information to the LCD screen. Also we are using the RFID reader and an SPI interface to read the tags and also send the information, the verified information, to the other Arduino via the XB. Let's take a deep look at the controller with the help of our friend Jake. So we have here the Arduino Pro Mini, the LCD, the connector for the controller, the RFID reader, XB, and the controller. So we need mirrors. But on a small scale, here is a hard mirror. Right, left, right.
When powering up the Arduino, the car's initial state is locked, and no function can work until it is unlocked. In order to do so, we used a RFID sensor to unlock the car in a keyless way using a card. As we swipe the card on the sensor, it checks whether the card ID matches the one that should unlock the car, and if so, the car is unlocked. Then by using the microcontroller, we can push the start-stop button so that the car can start working. During the operation of the car, it can't be locked again until the start-stop button is pushed again, so the car stops. Then by using the same mechanism, the car can be locked using the card. Our car has a servo motor that is used to change the angle of the mirror. This can be done using the right analog of the PS controller. Moving it right and left, the servo motor moves accordingly to the angle that corresponds to the motion of the analog. PWM is used here to control the motion of the servo. In general, inputs and outputs are taken from and sent to several sensors and actuators. The inputs are taken from two sources, either the available sensors or the PS controller. The outputs are sent to several destinations such as motors, buzzers, LEDs, and LCDs. For every input taken, a computation is made if needed, and then the suitable output is sent to the suitable output device, making the car and its functionalities work as expected. Also, the XP can be considered as both input and output device as it allows communication between the two Arduinos.
In 3R tasks, the car's features were divided into 4 tasks: lock, start, stop, move car, sensors. The lock task was responsible for the keyless entry, the start stop was responsible for the start stop engine feature, the move car was responsible for moving the car, and the sensors task was responsible for using the available sensor. The task priorities were as follows. At the beginning, the lock task is the one with the highest priority, and all other tasks have priority 0. So it's the only task not working. When the car is unlocked, the start-stop task's priority becomes the same as the lock task, so now they can function parallel. Semaphores are used to coordinate the work between the two tasks. If the car is started, all tasks move the same high priority, and the lock task becomes priority 0. As the car cannot be locked if it's started, in this way the car now functions as the start-stop task, the move car task, and the sensor task are all working together. If then the car is stopped, tasks move car and sensors priorities become 0, while lock and stop become high equal priorities, so that we can either start the car again or lock it. The rain sensor is connected with a 49 pin, which is programmed as input. Outputs 1 when rain is detected, and it's selected as 1, we display raining when the LCD otherwise not raining is displayed. The water sensor outputs analog signals ranges from 0 to 1024. It's connected with a pin A0, and whenever it's detected under 600, a buzzer buzz and fuel low is displayed on the LCD. We represented the seat belt as a switch connected to pin 43. When the engine starts and it's high, it means the seat belt is blocked, and when it's low, a buzzer buzz and where seat belt is displayed on the LCD.
In our car, we have 2 motors responsible for the 2 wheels. These motors need 12 volt to operate, but our Arduino offers 5 volt only. So we added a chiplet, which takes 2 inputs and a 12 volt battery and control signal from the Arduino. These signals are PWM to control the speed of the motor. Based on the control signal, the chiplet sends the needed voltage to the motor. To run also we have an ultrasonic sensor. They operate by sending waves and receive the reflected waves. When it hits an object, then we calculate the time. From the time we get the distance. If it was less than 12 inches, the car will not move forward and the buzzer will. There were 2 main problems that faced us during working. The first one was how to authorize each task, especially the lock and start-stop task, so that they work as expected. The solution for this problem was handled using semaphores and by using task handlers to change the task authorizers when required, as described in the previous section. The second problem was moving the car using a joystick through PWM pins. Mapping the output values of the joystick was a bit challenging, but we handled it by trying and testing several methods until we found the perfect one to correctly map the outputs of the joystick to the suitable inputs to the motor. In this project, we worked as a whole team. The project consisted of large and some complex parts, so we were all working concurrently to implement the project's code and design and connect the hardware components. All the team members shared in understanding the project's concept, gathering information, choosing the components, implementing the code and the hardware design and testing as functionality.
Thank you for watching. We're glad to have you at Aperture Labs.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. Then the science gets done and you make a neat plan for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry, I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of data, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, that chance. Anyway, this cake is great, it's so delicious.